Welcome to Nobel Biz Webinars.
In this series, we talk to industry leaders and learn insightful information that will help your contact center business.
Everyone, we have some great content today. I know as part of our webinar series, we always have experts that come into the play and come in with some expertise around specific hot topics. Now, obviously for us right now, one of the big things is call center talent acquisition, hiring for success, being able to go out and how do you make the hires that you bring in a successful part of the workforce. So we brought in two specific experts for you. So you're going to be really excited to be able to meet both of them.
So there are definitely logistical concerns of having a home office. Initially everyone moved to work from home so quickly, they often were not prepared for what they needed to create a successful, comfortable work from home environment. They had to consider where they're working in their home. Do they have the private space? Do they have a fast enough internet connection? Do they have the computers and equipment needed to do the job? Were they ergonomically set up correctly? And now we have to make sure the potential candidates we're hiring are working from home have those resources. Do they have the reliable internet? Because this can actually now eliminate potential candidates who can't meet the work from home requirements. We've seen, especially from the restaurant industry, and many of those folks have, customer service experience, maybe not over the phone, but they're interacting face to face. So they have the experience and they are a good candidate for these call center positions, but we're definitely seeing different folks like that particular industry who are coming to these call center positions. Some things we're doing just to foster creativity to promote community engagement are we have some virtual game nights, online game playing, which brings people together after hours. We're doing check-ins by phone and just, mental health checks. How are you doing? Is everything okay? And if we find people aren't okay, connecting them with the resources that they can use during this time. And then we're also performing some routine employee satisfaction and feedback surveys designed to identify what new areas of focus can we improve morale and increase job satisfaction. So we're constantly putting those out to see, and what else can we do?
We saw an almost immediate shift overnight in contact centers that potentially were on ground or even a hybrid model look at, okay, how do we all of a sudden move into this virtual world? How does that impact everything from our technology, our hiring, how we recruit right now? Where do we recruit? I mean, geography was a huge, huge game changer as we looked at being able to look at a remote workforce. But part of it was getting clients used to the notion of how do we do hiring in this virtual world? How do we shift to, being able to get someone on camera and feel like we can still make a confident hiring decision versus a face-to-face interview? How do we still get a sense for those things that are really important in terms of commitment and longevity and those sorts of things when we're not able to actually have someone in front of us? So there were kind of the technology elements, but there were also a lot of really human elements that came into play as organizations had to really kind of adapt their strategies very quickly in order to be able to continue responding to what in many cases was actually escalated calls, a customer base that was concerned or worried. And so, all of a sudden it threw workforce staffing metrics off as well. So there were a lot of different buckets that ultimately kind of contributed to what will probably be widespread change across the call center landscape, just in terms of kind of the fabric that we walk into going forward.